So we recently did a video on which graphics card settings you might want to think about tweaking, but there are way too many to fit into a 5-minute episode, so we're back today with the second helping. The first thing we're gonna mention is something you've probably seen in the options of most of your favorite games, anti-aliasing. Simply put, anti-aliasing smooths out the edges of objects and helps eliminate jaggies. That stair-step effect you see sometimes when your GPU renders a diagonal line. Still unclear why it isn't called anti-jagging. What's confusing though is that there are many different types of anti-aliasing and games don't all offer the same types. The type that will usually get you the best visual results is called Super Sample Anti-Aliasing, or FXAA, where your GPU renders the game at a higher resolution and scales it down to fit your screen. But unsurprisingly, this is very computationally intensive, and so it isn't a practical option for many gamers. Instead, you might want to try an algorithm such as MSAA or TXAA, which are similar to SSAA in that they sample more of the image to be rendered, but instead of rendering the whole image at a higher resolution, they only do this near the trouble spots that can cause those nasty jaggies we were talking about. So you get a smoother image without as much of a performance penalty. But if these options still tank your frame rate too much, you can try an even lighter form of anti-aliasing such as FXAA or SMAA, which scans the scene for edges and blurs them. This results in only a minimal hit to your performance, though you may find the resultant images too blurry for your liking. The best thing to do in that scenario is to try different AA modes and see which one strikes the best balance of performance and quality for you. Though we will say some kind of AA is typically better than nothing. Moving on, another setting you should definitely take for a spin is Tessellation. This is a technique that multiplies the number of polygons on a texture, giving it bumps, curves, and depth. In some games, it can make the environment look slightly better, and in others, it can have a massive impact. The good news is that tessellation tends not to be very hard on your GPU, so give it a shot, even if you don't have the highest end graphics card. In many cases, it's a nearly free quality boost. Hey, here's another one, especially for those of you that suffer from motion sickness. Field of view. You see, humans have a rather wide field of view naturally. If you stick your arms straight out to your side, you can probably still see them through your peripheral vision. I can't see my arms right now. I don't know. However, many games give you a default FOV much smaller than what you might see naturally, which can decrease immersion, put you at a competitive disadvantage, and confuse your brain enough to make you feel car sick. So try increasing this setting if your view seems narrow. At the very least, you'll be able to see more of your surroundings, but make sure not to overdo it, as this can result in too much of a fisheye effect. Now for a setting that requires newer hardware, like this RTX 3090, water-cooled. One of these settings is DLSS, or Deep Learning Super Sampling, which is exclusive to NVIDIA cards and uses AI to increase visual fidelity without putting your GPU through too much extra work. And in some games, it can increase quality to a level that would otherwise render the game unplayable without DLSS. But if you have an AMD card, don't despair, as their competing technology, FSR, is due out later in 2021. Finally, let's talk about some of the more cinematic settings like bloom, film grain, and motion blur. Do we have motion blur in our videos? These effects can give your games a dramatic look, which some gamers enjoy, but others feel they make the game look fake, and they can even be a little disorienting. It's not necessarily better or worse to have them on or off, and they usually don't impact frame rate too much, though competitive gamers tend to dislike motion blur. So try them out if you like them, but in the end, these settings are mostly a matter of personal preference. Are there any other settings that you like to tweak? Dials and knobs that you love to twist? Let us know down in the comments, and we wish you luck with getting your games looking just right. If only there were a setting to make your GPU go as fast as you wanted without spending $1,000. That would be nice, and it would break the economy, too. And hey, do you want to break your computer because it's so hard to collaborate with your teammates sometimes? Check out today's sponsor, Notion. They're an excellent tool for team collaboration or for working on your own. Notion makes it easy to get more done as a whole team so you can easily share your work. Take notes, manage tasks, set goals, and do so much more with Notion. It can save you time, increase your productivity, and make it easy for everyone to find the information that they need. Notion is so customizable you can tailor tools to fit your team or your own needs. Many of us in the office use Notion both personally and at work to seamlessly manage and collaborate on different projects around the office. So supercharge your ability to collaborate and sign up for Notion for free using the link in the description. Well, that's it for this video, guys. Don't know what to tell you. I guess maybe you should like the video if you liked it. You can also dislike if you disliked it. That's allowed. Check out our other videos as well. Comment below with video suggestions. And don't forget to subscribe and follow. All of these things are things that are recommended by me.